Here are 7 ways to defend the jab. The jab is one of the most important punches in all combative sports. Boxing, kickboxing, MMA, Muay Thai, basically anything that involves punching to the face, your most common punch is going to be your jab. It helps set up everything from flying crazy kicks, spin kicks, regular kicks, other punches. The jab is so versatile. So we have to know different ways to defend it. So here are 7 ways that you need to know how to defend the jab. Seven ways to defend the jab. The first one is just going to be the parry. Most of the time your coach is going to tell you to go to the outside of the technique. So parrying to the pinky side of the jab. I'm just going to use my arm and move it to the side. You want to think augmenting the offense, making the line of his jab to go off your head. The second one is that same principle, but in reverse. So the line stays in the same spot and I'm going to move my head off the line, my slip to the jab. Dividing the difference of these 2 techniques, we have the slip and parry. So I do about half of each. It's important that when I defend the jab that I'm not parrying super hard. If I parry past my center, then I have to recover back to the same position. And if he faked me out and I'm over here, I'm in big trouble, okay? So I need to stop right in front of my nose. You'll see that if it's right in front of my nose when he jabs, doesn't matter how long his arm is, keep stepping in. It defends the jab. So every motion after that is wasted and takes me longer to get back to position to defend other things. The slip needs to be very simple, okay? Less is more. If it grazes my ear, it's perfect because I can get back to position to hit him, right? Or I can get back to position to defend the next thing. Next up, we have a catch with our lead hand. Catching with the lead hand is really a measurement tool, okay? You want to think of a spring right here and I'm catching like I'm catching a baseball. One of the critical errors here is if you catch it and you don't move back. Now he's in range to throw his right hook at me, okay? So it's important that I'm using this as a spring to tell my feet how far back I need to go. But coach, why would I want to do that? Yeah, if I want to kick the guy, I want him just at the end of his punch range, right? So if I keep catching his jab, I'm still in range to be able to kick him, right? Or if I want to try to draw this person to make further commitments. So he's not quite reaching me, and now he really wants to commit for a big shot, which I could take advantage of. Next, we have the forearm insert. It's a little more traditional Thai. You think of like your boxing or kickboxing stances are like this, or maybe your MMA stance, right? But the Thais are a little bit more upright for elbows, trying to come over top of your arms. So I'm gonna take my forearm and insert it over top. Okay, it can come with a pivot, it cannot, it's up to you, right? But I just, boom, I'm right here. I'm augmenting the offense. I'm not moving my head off the line. Another one would be a scoop. So I take my lead hand and hook to his thumb and extend this arm out. Okay, obviously this would lead to a bunch of knees and other Thai style exchanges. So slowly he comes in, I make this little circle and I grab at the same time. Generally, you're not gonna do the scoop all by itself because it lends us to the right hand, okay? But if I do it at the same time that I reach out, I can land other techniques. Next, we have a duck. Pretty simple, you just lower your level. This can work with basically any strike to the head that's not in an upward fashion. So when he throws the jab, I just lower my level. This is obviously in boxing as another way to defend punches, but it's really more prevalent in MMA to keep our head on and ready for takedowns, whether it be trying to shift his weight to his back leg so I can pick up his single or getting some kind of a blast double. The last option we're going to talk about today is a pull counter. Of course, you can do it from your regular position, like you're already upright, and I go back, and most of the time we come back with our strike. But a lot of times this is a counter attack that we're trying to bait the person. So on purpose, I'm putting my chin forward and getting back so I can reach further when I come back to hit him. All right, I'm trying to catch him before he gets his hand back. So boom, right in there. If you liked any of these, comment down below. If you know any other ways to defend the jab, let me know so I can work on that kind of thing. I want to be as good as you. And remember, the technique that helps this channel the most is liking, commenting, and subscribing. See you next week, technicians.